If you are anything like me and just think, no, we don't want to see Mike naked, you got home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors and the beautiful outdoor playground of a state and nation and world that we live in. Thanks for hanging out. And I mean that sincerely. I don't think anybody wants to see this dad bod in the buff. Maybe I mean I know I'm German, so I know my German brethren out there in Germany, they're into some really freaky stuff. So maybe they're down with it. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as you're concerned, nobody wants to see me on Naked and Afraid, except my girlfriend. I got a text from Becky earlier in the week. And what's up, Lynn? And I know Lynn thinks this show's dumb. Not this show, but thinks Naked and Afraid's dumb. I got a text from my girlfriend, and it said it basically just had the screenshot thanking her for her application. Yeah, the two of us have been submitted couples style to Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid. I don't look. My kids have never seen me naked. I'm not kidding. My kids are 18 and 16. They have never seen dad in the buff ever. Not even by accident. I don't walk around my house. I live alone for the most part. I don't even walk around my house naked. I don't eat without my shirt on. There's so many weird things that I have, little weird Mikeism things, that Naked and Afraid just sounds like probably the most challenging thing I've ever thought of for a guy like me. Like, I will go survive in the woods. I'll survive in the jungle. I'll survive in the desert for a few days, whatever. That's hunting. I'm down with that. We eat well and we have great tequila, but I can do that. Doing it nude is not really something I want to. I think I want to do. But you know what? I'm going to challenge myself if they call. We rolled the dice. The dice has actually been rolled for me, and in away we go. I still don't know the rules of the game. I know that it is a 21-day thing where people have to survive naked for 21 days. And then, but some are like fan challenges where they're 14 days, and you get to bring one item. Jay Moore, the comedian, solid comedian. Jay Moore said if he had to go Naked and Afraid, the one thing he's bringing is pants. I don't know if that's in the rule book. I could think of several uses for pants. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Lisa, you hate clothes, but you can't deal with that show. It's an interesting show. I thought there was going to be some teaming up. I thought it was a Survivor-ish kind of vibe, and it's not. It's just, hey, don't tap out for 21 days and you're all right. And so I have to figure out something to bring. If I get called, I think one of the things I would bring, I mean, it seems like everybody gets a pot. You get a pot and a fire starter. That's like your freebie. It's like playing bingo and you get that one free square. That's your free square, is a pot and a fire starter. I can start fire. My girlfriend can start fire. She can make a bow drill. So that doesn't even help us a ton. But you start to think, you're like, what's super, super, super important? And it seems that everybody brings a machete or an axe or something like that, where they can cut stuff and defend themselves. I'm down. I'll see if I can find the dang thing. It was in the truck. It's not in the truck anymore. I don't know why, but I used to have a Tomahawk. Yeah, my buddy Tim Ralston came up with a really handy tool. It looks like it's an axe, tomahawk, pry bar, saw. Like, there's everything in there. If I could bring one of those, rock on. I want that. If I am going to go somewhere where I can fish, I'm bringing fishing equipment. And I think if the fishing equipment, like you have line, hooks, plural, I don't really know what because you don't just bring a hook. That's the one thing I brought. I brought a hook. And Becky's already announced that she's going to be bringing a mosquito net. So I'm down with that. I mean, we're dating. We can use the mosquito net to she'll probably wrap herself in it and be like, Yanyo. But I'm interested to see if I'll get a call back. An interesting outdoorsy kind of radio show guy in Phoenix, Arizona might get a call back for Naked and Afraid. Why wouldn't we have just done Survivor? Survivors. I mean, isn't that what dating is? I kid. Hey, thanks for being here. I took a couple days and did a little staycation out at a resort, and it's interesting to me because if y'all know me, you know that I don't go places where I can't do outdoor things. So I don't vacation in places where I'm not going to have a fishing trip planned, or I can fish every day, or I can hunt, or I can do something like that. You know, I just don't do that. One thing I don't do is I rarely go to resorts that don't have a lazy river. I have a lazy river fetish. I love lazy rivers. If I had a house big enough and I had the means, I would have a lazy river in my backyard. I would look like I'd be as black as this shirt. I'd be in the sun constantly. I'd be having those procedures done where they peel your skin and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm thinking, and no, Lynn just said nude camping would be all right. No, I don't even want to do that. That gives me anxiety. I don't even roll around the house naked. I don't like, I will seriously, I am the only one in this house. And if I go and if I have to go from like the shower to get something maybe across the house, or maybe something I left in the living room, I put a towel on. I wrap a towel around myself. So this is going to be the most challenging thing I've ever done if I get called back. So I'm not going to keep harping on that. I'll just have to give some thought to what I can and can't do. I guess there are rules. And the weird thing is there's no prize. Why do I want a prize? Like, I mean, $100 for the effort. I mean, something, high five. These guys get on these, they got on the back of these side-by-sides. You get in the back of a truck, and the poor people driving these things are like, oh, here's a very dirty, naked person that I get to drive home. And where's home? Is there a hotel? Is there a resort? Yes. Is there? Should Naked and Afraid be done at a maybe like a nudist resort? I'm down. Let's go. I will survive in the lazy river the entire time. And I'm sure I can trap some dove or something like that and make some fire somewhere. That'd be great. Or just go over there to the fire pits right there, you know. That's my Naked and Afraid. My Naked and Afraid is, you know, the Point Hilton. That's where I want to be. I would do that. But still, I'd be all not geeked out of my mind. I'd be all embarrassed and shy and I'm naked. So we'll see. Let's see where it goes. But Naked and Afraid Resort Edition. But is there a resort at the end of it all? Is that what it is? Is there a resort? Like, and there's like this buffet. You know, you think of the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks. And remember they gave him, he had all this seafood buffet. And he's like, ugh, anyway. Yeah. Is there a ribeye in my near future is what I'd be asking. And a lot of bug spray. But yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if they want to call us to check things out. But I will do an entire series on it. We'll see. We will see. But hey, in time with that lazy river thing, y'all, there are rules to a lazy river. There are rules. And I think that it's not okay to break the rules. Everybody is there and outside, and they want to be on these tubes, like going to the Salt River and tubing down the Salt River. Lazy River Resort, Salt River, same. These should be the same rules. So the rules are very simple. Have a tube. I saw people were just walking. They were just walking in the lazy river, just waist deep, just kind of walking, strolling, talking. I'm like, y'all, this is you just. I wanted to see yell out, "You're doing it wrong!" Oh, and they're doing it wrong. And then these parents are raising their children like wolves. What is this? What is this? Do you understand how absolutely inappropriate it is for even Salt River tubing, lazy river tubing, how wildly inappropriate it is to have your kids sub-level, you know what I mean, with their little goggles on and their little masks on, and they're sitting there looking at my girlfriend's tuchus, looking at mine. Now I spin around too quickly. Bam! Oh, sorry, didn't know. Oh man, did my knee just hit your face? Yeah, my bad. I didn't know you were down there. Yeah, sorry, mom and dad over there. Didn't know your kid was under here. I didn't see him. I accidentally kicked him. I didn't mean to though, but I couldn't see him. They're underwater. Look at and not like young kid. I mean, young kids fine, whatever. I'm talking like, kids of that age. When I was that age, I'd sure like to be seeing a lot of bikini butts. I would. I'd be fired up about that. Mm-hmm. But it's almost like it's it's like lazy river warfare. It's just like, why there's submarines everywhere. The little terrorists just coming to, yeah. It's absolutely awful. Yeah. But I had a good time. So, but I guess that's it. But there needs to be, I mean, come on, people. So a little bit of decorum would be nice. Lynn says there's a nudist colony in New River. Yeah. I was, when I was in real estate, we were asked about we had a building that was 36 units. And basically the investors wanted to build a wall around the thing and make it a nudist colony. I'm not kidding. I didn't even go to committee on it. I just said no. Which in hindsight, we could have charged a bunch of money, had people paying on time, taking care of the place. It would have been a great idea in hindsight. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but then I got to go change it. I got to go change an air filter or something. I got to go change a light bulb. Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry. I didn't want to see any of this. Oh, sir, sir, please. I don't want to. Yeah. But that's why it'll probably be. I mean, thank God my girlfriend's beautiful. I mean, the people who tune in for her, they'd look at me and go, "Can we just blur all of him out? Not just his naughty bits. Can we just blur him all out?" Yeah. Let me get some ratings there. Naked and Afraid. What's going on in Havasupai, y'all? Havasupai is one of the coolest, most treasured pieces of Arizona. It is something that we can just hang our hats on, and Havasupai is beautiful. Havasupai Falls. I have never been. I will go in September. I think I'm going in September. I bought the passes. I'm ready to go. But new reports out of Havasupai is that dozens are reporting illness after visiting the falls. Here we go. And I swear, if anyone says wear a mask, well, I'm going to lose my mind. Havasupai is just it. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. But experienced hikers, like blue chip athletes, like young D1 athletes, are barely making it out. And they're trying to get to the helicopter. I think it's like one flight a day or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's like first come, first served, and it's you got to get out of there. So you got to, I think, like a 10-mile hike, a 7-mile hike out of the joint, and that's up. So they said that sanitary bathrooms were an issue. They said that people were throwing up and having diarrhea all night long. It was dozens of people, and they said that they were kind of bunched up in the same area. 300 people had posted to Facebook experiencing the same symptoms. 300 people are getting sick just visiting Havasupai. Now, one of the things that she said, one of the hikers that got sick said that the water was so blue that you don't need a filter. Thanks for playing. We have lovely parting gifts for you. This was actually one of the questions my girlfriend asked me before she submitted an application in Naked and Afraid. She goes, if you're just thirsty is the all get, would you just take a risk and just drink the water where we go? No way in hell. No. I can be dehydrated. Dehydrated is a lot better than, puking out both ends. And that's what's going on in Havasupai. But no one's really being able to put a finger on what's going on. They're saying, hey, this isn't just people that didn't prepare. This isn't about people that didn't train. This is about something going on. Something, and I don't know if they'll end up closing it or what they're going to do, but I'm telling you, yeah. He said, one of the hikers said, on the way up, all of us were passing people that were throwing up. And she said, what's going on? Like 60 or 70 people down the line. What? I mean, look, Havasupai out of nowhere went from, I think, $150 pass to just near $500. And I mean overnight, one season. And now that all of these people are paying $500 a clip just to go hang out for a couple of nights in some of those beautiful, pristine Arizona you're ever going to see, United States you're ever going to see. And everybody's getting sick. Everybody's getting real sick. And I have a hard time believing that many people were dumb enough just to start drinking water without boiling it or without, any kind of like a life straw or something like that. I have a really hard time believing that. And so this is something that we're going to have to keep a handle on, because if I were the authorities in charge, I would be shutting that down in a hurry, until you can pinpoint exactly what is going on and have a soup pie. Again, people I'm preparing. I'm getting excited for. I'm training-ish for right now. I mean, I have till September, but I'm excited. But I ain't that excited. I'm thinking, okay, if this is just going to stay a problem throughout the season, none of us are going. And somebody needs to get a hold of this toot sweet. Yeah. And Lynn, it's a good point. Never drink the water. Don't drink the water. You got to boil everything. Boil it. I don't care. I mean, charcoal filters, boiled everything, scattered, smothered, and covered. Make it happen. Protect yourself. And that's the wild part. And going back to this, these people trained. These people made sure that their bodies could handle the hike in and the hike out. And and for this kind of thing to happen, I don't think it's something viral. It had to have been something with some sort of water or food. Yeah, I just don't really. Yeah, have a soup pie, and the Indian reservation's got to get a hold of this. Yeah. In 2022, National Park Service said it was looking into what might have caused more than 100 people to suffer from a stomach bug in the canyon. Yeah, I don't, guys. We're gonna definitely find a way to look into this, because she was talking about a kid that was like a 4-star athlete, is the strongest one of them all, and he was using hiking poles and could barely get out. I'm not gonna go that far, Lynn. I don't think they're gonna go this in a tourist. I just think there's something down there, whether it is kind of some sort of a bug or some sort of an amoeba or something that's some weird thing that's getting into you. But you got to look out. You can't. There is no reason to risk not just boiling water. Get yourself a jet boil or something like that, or just a life straw. Life straws are wildly inexpensive, and you can use it, and they could quite literally save your life when you're down there. It's nothing to have a soup pie. That trek down is like rim to rim. It's nothing to sneeze at. I'm my buddy Slavo. You go to slavosalt.com, use the code GOSHOW, save you 10% on your order. Slavo did the rim to rim to rim. Yep, start on one rim with the other rim and back to the other. He said the last 3 miles, I think, he dropped all weight and went. And I said, you are a schmuck. You're my hero for just pulling the rim to rim to rim thing off. But you're also a knucklehead for not taking care of yourself and risking it like that. I mean, we're men. We're dumb enough as it is. We do dumb things as it is. That's why women live longer than men. There's a very good reason. It's because we're knuckleheads in so many regards. But to look at water and say, yep, it's safe to drink because it came out of that pretty waterfall over there. Nope. Sorry. It's not Willy Wonka's chocolate fall. It's Havasu Pie Falls. Something's going on. So about 300 people so far. 300 people getting a bug where they get the pukes and the poops. So man, checking. Not making me excited to go. I've had brain surgeries. I have had hernia surgeries. I have had every kind of procedure you could imagine. Having stomach flu is literally the worst. I forgot what I had. What's the super and Trent Baines? What's the super bad stomach bug that's like bad that like lays you out for days on end. Not Montezuma's Revenge. It's something I got on Father's Day probably 8 years ago, and it was absolutely absurd. I've had Montezuma's Revenge, and I've had I've had this, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. It's bad. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Len is definitely look at everything. But the thing is with the Havasupai, it's not like it's easy to get to. There's a lot of other things that people could do nefarious things for. That they're definitely a lot easier. Did you see in China their Havasupai Falls, basically their version of Havasupai? Did you see what happened? This is absolutely fantastic. Millions of people go and visit these falls every single year, just like Havasupai. It is a destination. And apparently the government didn't really think this through, or the government did not really think that that somebody would eventually climb to the top of China's highest waterfall and realize there was about an 8-inch PVC pipe coming out of the rock, and it was essentially all a ruse. It's fake. It's not a real waterfall. There's no body of water feeding into it. It's essentially turn on the hose and away it goes. That would tick me off. I'm gonna have somebody. Does somebody been to the top of Havasupai? Okay, make sure it's not. Somebody do that for me. Make sure I'm not gonna go just check out some hose water coming out, and that's probably why everybody's getting sick. They're drinking hose water again. I'm surprised we get any disease. Gen X, I don't understand why we get any disease. I think our immune system should be, I mean, just from sliding down metal, rusty slides at parks and drinking hose water, I think we're all right. I think we're good. Yeah. I think is when COVID came around, I was like, why are we just, we're not going to get sick. If we get sick, we can handle it. But again, I don't want to deal with any kind of stomach bugs. Stomach bugs are the absolute worst to me. I can't, I just, yeah. And I got to look up what kind of stomach virus that is, because what I had was just doctor was like, you got to wait it out, and it's bad. It is bad. So yeah, I'll look up types of stomach flu or something like that. But Havasupai, if you are going to Havasupai in the next next couple of weeks, make sure you look into what's going on over there. Channel 10 had it. Becky sent that to me. Channel 10 has it on their website. So at least, you know, I gave you all the information that's in the article, but if you'd like to look into it yourself, or take some anti-diarrheal medication, some anti-nausea medication, and so a lot of Pepto. Really all I could say, because at least you'll hurt less, or it'll be a little less inconvenient for you, and just find a way. Life straw. Let me look it up, because I think life straws are really inexpensive, if I remember correct. Let me look it up right here. Life straw right here on Amazon. 4-pack for $35. Yeah, a 4-pack for $35. So yes, they are definitely inexpensive, and there's just a ton of things I'm looking at right now that the super duper personal 4-pack is $48. The membrane solution straw water filter survival film, whatever, that's $38. So yeah, I think it's worth it. And just so y'all see, I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen with you, so you can see what I'm talking about. Share screen. We're gonna do Amazon Live Straw. Share it up. All right, there you guys go. Right there. Live straws. So there's a ton of different filtration things that you guys can use. Look at this. So Live Straw actually has water bottles that you can actually fill up. Who gives a bleep? BPA free. Come on. How about this? Junk free. How about that? Yucky stuff that makes your tummy hurt free. I'm not worried about BPA when I'm trying to survive. Yeah, not worried about that at all. How about this? Look at this little hand filter survival little pumpy thing. Yeah, this is good. And then the tiny first aid guide. Yeah. Oh my goodness, no. You don't need that, and you don't need that stuff down there. We're not looking at the entree kit for survival situations. So anyway, there's plenty for you to have. There's plenty for you to grab when you're going to go to Havasupai. Make sure you get your life straws or your little filtration system, or a jet boil, and boil all of your water. And, here's the deal. Why wouldn't you boil your water and then suck it through a live straw? There you go. Double whammy, double protection. I'm not dealing with any of this. I'm actually nervous. I am less nervous to get a call back from Naked and Afraid producers than I am to go to freaking Supine right now. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Nope. All right. Here's what we'll do, kids. Let's do this again mañana, shall we, at 11 o'clock, and we'll do it right here on the Go Show. Celebrate. I appreciate y'all hanging out, celebrating all things outdoors in the beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Have a great afternoon, everybody.